We're back with T.Goldwyn. Felt, the man who brought down the White House, is in theaters now. Our guest is T.Goldwyn. Some social media questions.
Okay.
Anna L. 971. Do you feel any funny or embarrassing audition stories you feel comfortable sharing?
Oh, I have so many embarrassing audition stories. The worst one, which is too long to go into, but before I even started, when I was auditioning for acting schools, and I auditioned for Juilliard, and which is for people who don't know, one of the great acting schools in America. And they liked my first audition and called me back. And I met up with my best friend who was in New York, and he said, well, let's work on your audition pieces during the break. And he got me to completely change everything I was doing, and I went back in for my callback to Juilliard to face the entire faculty of the Juilliard school and completely changed. And one of the things I did was, what do you do is you have a monologue, right? You do a monologue from a play. And this was a play where a guy was talking to himself about whether he should call a girl or not for a date. And my friend said, what you should do in this audition is like be getting dressed. You need an activity, like be doing something. You don't just stand there and talk to them. And do it in front of the mirror. So I thought, oh, that's a great idea. And I go into this callback with all these people, and so I needed to get dressed. So I take off my shirt. I had a sweater and a shirt, a button-down shirt, and I lay them out on a table, and I'm bare-chested. And then I sort of created a mirror for myself, and I was so nervous when I'm looking in this mirror, realizing I was just looking at these stone-faced auditioners. I forgot to put my clothes on in the audition. So I do this monologue, and I realize I forgot to get dressed in the monologue, and all these people, it made no sense of why I had taken my shirt off. So that was rather humiliating.
Great story. At Blasty409 Nozzle, who is better for Liv, Fitz or Jake, and why?
Fitz is better for Liv, because if Liv would just stop saying no, she and Fitz have a very profound connection and could actually have a healthy future together.
Griggy Grigg, what was Oliver Stone like to work with on Nixon?
Oliver was completely inspiring to me. He's the greatest director I've ever worked with.
Nightingale 0721, what will you miss most about being on the Scandal set?
The people. We've become a real family.
All is Italia. What's the most inspiring thing you've learned from your family?
The power of love and how that can transform your life.
MKTW Mom, have you heard about a release date for the film A Little Something for Your Birthday? We're so anxious to see it.
Oh, yeah, it's a film I did with Sharon Stone earlier this year. No, I don't know yet when it's coming.
Is it a mystery?
It's a romantic comedy.
You like working with her?
Sharon's amazing.
Yeah. A Scandal FT Guam. Why is it so important for celebrities to speak out on the current political climate?
Look, we're allowed a platform to use our voice because people will tune in. And I think if you use it responsibly, I feel a responsibility to speak out both, politically, but especially on social issues of importance.
Lana 82, is Tony any future plans to star or direct on Broadway?
Yes, I'm directing a musical that we, hope one day we'll go to Broadway. We're going to be doing it out of town next year. So,
have you ever directed a musical?
I have never done it. I've been working on this one, but no, it's my first time.
Have you acted on Broadway?
I have, yeah. I did a musical right before Scandal, actually. Promises, Promises.
You did Promises?
Yeah, we did a revival of that on Broadway.
You know who made that role famous?
Jerry
Orbach.
Jerry Orbach did, exactly.
Law and Order.
Yeah, that's right.
He was a hell of a singer-dancer.
He sure was.
Mish Roldan, did you ever receive hate for the biracial romance between you and Kerry Washington's character?
Never once.
LED00, how is the culture on set different when you have a female showrunner?
Well, one of the big differences is it's completely family-centric. Scandal is all about accommodating people's family needs, and we now have a pregnant cast member, and Shonda has completely rearranged our schedule to accommodate Katie Lowe's new baby. And I've experienced it myself. If you have a family issue, that comes first.
LED, again, how do you think your character Fitz has grown over 7 seasons, and what is the biggest misconception about him?
I think that Fitz has matured as a man. I think he's really learn to face his demons and become centered in himself. The misconception about Fitz is that he's often dismissed as more of a lightweight than I think he is.
Is he a good president?
I think he was a good president, yeah, I really do. I think he did a lot of good, even though we were more interested in his extracurricular life.
Gwendolyn Pope, has there ever been a point in your career where you didn't think it would work out?
Many, many times, particularly in the early years.
Broke Raph, if you could say one sentence to Donald Trump, what would it be?
Please, please, please think deeply before you speak.
Thanks, Tony.
Thanks.
Love talking to you.
Great talking to you.
Thanks to my guest, Tony Goldwyn. Felt, the man who brought down the White House, is in theaters now, and the final season of Scandal premieres October 5th on ABC. You can always find me on Twitter at King's Things, and we'll see you next time.